a guy. I was at a pickleball tournament this weekend.
Yeah, you're not saying much about it.
I don't like to talk about pickleball.
I
don't like to
That's
talk
a lie. Did you do so bad
Mm-hmm.
that you don't even want to acknowledge it?
Yes. I have the least clutch mind of anybody ever on earth. We played these teams. Okay, I'll just go into it just briefly, okay? You have to win pool play to get to the playoffs, okay? So you have to play 4 matches and win your pool play. The first match we played was against these guys who you could tell in warm-up, all right, we're better than them. We're slightly better than them. Okay, and we knew it. And we started playing, and they got a lead, and I was just spraying balls all over the place. I had to apologize to my partner, to the Diesel, and I was just like, I'm spraying. I'm spraying today, okay? I'm spraying.
Is that a common term?
I think I made that up. I was like, I am spraying. And he's like, you are spraying. Calm down. You know, it's nerves. It's nerves. They went ahead of us.
Was there a crowd at all?
Yeah, there was a crowd. In fact, they had an old
bleachers?
They had an old guy cheering for them, and every time I'd mess up, they go, "Oh, you got him again!"
I found the weak link.
And I could hear him. I looked over at him a couple of times.
I don't know whose dad that is, but I'm about to take him out.
I'm spraying.
Hit it to the big left-hander.
Well, they kept saying, and when they they were ahead. You played to 15.
Okay.
They were ahead 14-3. Okay. Diesel said, "Let's call timeout." I said, "All right." They're at 14-3. Timeout. Diesel comes over. He's like, "We have nothing to lose. Just play loose. We're down 14-3. Let's just play loose." Okay. So finally, I relax. I start playing. We make it 14-13. All right. We come all the way back. It's
point after point after point.
And we're serving at 13-14. We could win the game. You have to win by 1. You have to win 15. Okay. And you could tell they're getting frustrated. They start calling timeout. One of them's daddy says, "Hit it to the big left-hander." He kept saying that. He's like, "Jeremy, hit it to the big left-hander." And I looked over at him and said, I can hear you. Okay.
Easy, Jose Menendez.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. That's what it looked like. It was a very Jose Menendez moment.
He's the dead dad.
The dead dad.
Yeah, he's the one, yeah.
All right. So they call a timeout at 14-13. We're serving. Diesel says, let's take it. Let's take it by the throat. At that point, I said to myself, I'm keyed up again. I'm spraying again.
Why'd you say throat?
All right. Sprayed my serve. Out. They get serve. Beat us 15-13. Okay. Totally my fault. Okay.
Pool one.
We've lost. Now Diesel says, no pressure, but we need to win the rest of these. All right. We have to win the rest.
We've driven this far.
We drove an hour and 20 minutes in the minivan. We drive an hour and 20. Air conditioner didn't work. Boy, that hurt the Diesel too. The AC.
What is it with you?
In fact, the lower I would put the temperature, the hotter the air.
Did you just open up the windows?
I had to. I was like, I'm sorry about this. He was sweating, but it's on the way down. So second game, team is very good. The team we're playing is they wound up winning it all.
Ah.
I was about to say spoiler alert, but I don't think anybody's going to go. They wound up winning the gold. We go up 13-1. We're ahead.
13-1?
We're ahead 13-1 on the second team.
I mean, if this was betting,
right,
I'd cash out with almost. Of course, yeah, because you're winning.
We're 13-1. Because at this point, I'm just playing. All right, and they didn't have a cheering section the way the first guys did. So it's 13-1. They call timeout. Diesel says, "Let's not relax. Let's keep it up. You know."
We're almost there.
Finish this. I start spraying. We lose 15-13.
So how many in a row did they score?
14. 14 in a row. We lose 15. So we've lost 2 matches in a row, 15-13, 15-13.
Yeah.
And Diesel says, I see no way we can come out of this pool. However, let's make sure we keep playing at a high level in order to get ready for next week. You know, for next time we play. Let's remember this experience and keep playing. Then we start winning. We win a couple in a row. And then we get to the final match. We play our 5th one. We win a couple in a row. Now we're playing the 5th one. And again, good team. Back and forth. The score is 13-12. We're winning. They call timeout. Diesel says, if we win this match, we can make it out of pool play. I have checked the standings. If we win this match, we can make it out of pool play. Spray. They win 15-13. Thank you. Good night. We drive home.
Drive home safely.
My brain I can't do it. I cannot do it. I just might as well tell him I'm done. It's over. I just said.
Maybe you guys should stop calling timeouts.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Just play.
Exactly. One of the other guys who was not in our pool, this is why I liked this. His son was there who was like 6, okay? And he was like playing with his mom, but he was treating his brother badly. You could tell. The kid was disruptive. You could hear him on the other court and everything. So as we're leaving, I'm licking my wounds. I'm changing in my flip-flops in the back of the minivan. I'm changing them. And he didn't know I was there. And he took the kid aside and he said, I love you so much, but you need to think about the choices you've made today. And we're leaving because you cannot make the right choices. You were on your brother. You know you did wrong. I am going to sit you here in this car and talk to you about it for a while, and then your mom is taking you home. Well, the kid's like, yeah, he's really upset. The mom comes to drive him home. I come out of the back of the minivan, shoeless, and I say to the guy, you're a good father. I just heard you say that, and you are a good father. And he said to me, you're the guy that choked all those games away.
Oh, where are your shoes?
One of your UFOs is under my car.
Exactly. Those are the two
Actually,
things.
the word I was talking to you.
Huh.
Your behavior today.
I wasn't speaking to my son.
I wasn't
at all.
talking to my son.
What you did out there was inappropriate,
horrible,
and reprehensible, and will not go unpunished.
Awful. I need to run.
You
laps.
disrespected me, the game,
everything about it.
Were you home by lunch?
No, it started at 1. It started at 1. We were home by 4:30. I mean, it did not.
Saw the late football game.
Got it home in time. Broncos game. I was home 5 minutes into it, and we had played, and it was an hour and 15-minute drive. So that's what 2.5 hours. It took us 2 hours to get our tails beat 4 times.
Did you get a shirt?
No, I signed up too late. I said
that's right. This was a last-minute entry.
Last minute
entry.
It was a surprise tournament. And I said to the lady who was checking us in, I was like, do I get a shirt? No, God, no.
Oh, no.
She looked at my name and said, oh,
certainly not you.
No, you're not getting a shirt.
We just took your money.
Unbelievable.
What's next on the schedule?
Well, he said, we need to get right back into it. I said, do we? He goes, we need to enter something fast. I said, should we? Really? I might need a break. He may look for a new partner. I mean, I'm spraying. I got the sprays. I've
heard that before.
I've got the sprays. God, terrible. And I kept thinking, my brain is mush. I mean, we'd go ahead 13-12, and I'd be like, well, how am I going to lose this one?
I stand with Chris Demm. I think it's the timeouts.
I do too.
When you just have to stay in the zone and stop.
Exactly.
Because then you start looking ahead. You heard the diesel. All right, we've got this one. I've looked ahead. We're going to still be able to.
Yeah, make it a pool play.
You just got to win.
And then I'm just
how does he not know that's death?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It was absolutely horrible. And the guy that beat us the last time, he's like, how'd you do in your other matches? I was like, we have only won 2. And he goes, how? You guys are better players than that. I said, I just pointed to my head. It's pointed to my head. That's where I am. I've got a, what do they call it? 5-cent head. I am just not, I'm not composed enough.
Now your wife and you do battle over things like this, but would she let you spend money on a sports psychologist to see what's in between?
Maybe I should.
Now, we think you should go to a real psychologist.
Right, yeah. Maybe I should.
Maybe you should go to a sports
perhaps
psychologist for pickleball.
Perhaps. In the Hero Zeros today, I'm starting to doubt myself on this. A woman has done what I've claimed always that I could do. She was on a small private plane, small single-engine plane flying from Nevada to California, and she was the only passenger. That's a rare thing. The pilot and this woman.
Did she know the pilot?
I don't know. She was on the plane. Her name hasn't been released. His name hasn't been released. He had a medical emergency, passed out. She has to get into the passenger seat without any training.
You mean the pilot seat? Yeah.
The pilot seat and land the plane. And she did it. This woman landed in California, and now she's being hailed a hero, as you can imagine. Saved her own life. No word on the pilot's condition. He passed out. Now, the article I read said no word. I believe I heard the news say he died. Unless it's a different case. It was just kind of on in the background. This was the air traffic. And listen how calm she sounds during her conversation with air traffic control.
Are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so make sure you add a little bit of power. You got to add power. We're going a little too slow. Make sure you add power. Your altitude is looking good, 5,900 feet. Try to stay level at 6. You're in a right-hand turn. Continue that right-hand turn. We're going to set you up so that as you level off from your turn, you're going to be straight in for Bakersfield Airport. Is that all right?
Okay.
She lands in Bakersfield and had a smooth landing, while the pilot was slumped in the seat next to her. That's impressive. I've always said I could do that.
You have.
I start to doubt myself now that I'm spraying.
Yeah, you'd have put down in the Pacific.
Very possible.
How did he ever shoot?
You know, I would have gotten right to the goal line and shot us right into the water. That's exactly how it would have happened for me. The other guy, now the zero today, is this guy named Jack Doherty. He is a streamer, YouTube content creator, getting all sorts of criticism today.
If I may just jump in for a moment, I don't know anything about. I saw a little bit about his story, and Biggie can probably elucidate even more. But I've heard that he may be the most despised content creator on the face of the earth.
Yeah, he is. He is
very rich, very entitled.
Yeah, and he's everything you hate.
Yeah,
he's young.
Yeah,
he
entitled, rich.
Yeah, and he's just annoying. Like the videos I've seen of him, and I don't follow a lot of these young content creators, but he pops up a lot. His name does, and it's nothing great or good that he's doing.
In fact, the first time I heard his name and saw his face was about 2 weeks ago, and Biggie, maybe you saw this too. He was kicked off a cruise ship, and the entire cruise ship gave it a standing ovation. He was, as he was taking his things off the boat and on the dock.
Yeah,
I mean, this is a big cruise ship.
Yeah,
that's what happens when I leave our Tuesday meetings. Oh my God!
Yeah, similar reaction. Yes,
the most despised person in the building.